How doing, team? Good morning and welcome back to the garage. Nothing. I know I haven't been posting a couple of videos lately on the channel. It's just that I've been backed up with a couple of works that I have found pending, and I had to catch up and just get it out of the garage. But today I'm going to show you guys something that we are actually are also working on. It's a engine build that we're doing for our boy Marvin. He has a MK3 Supra as well, just like the one that we had here with a 7M GT-E. And I'm going to show you guys the basic stuff that we found on this engine once he purchased it. He got it for a good deal, but unfortunately when we started looking into the engine itself, we found some little areas that were they brought my attention, and I want to make sure that everything is all fine. So nothing like you can see here. We have of course, it's a 7M GTE engine. Everything, when he bought this engine, this was supposed to be a completely built engine, so everything was supposed to be intact. It had a good head gasket, company head gasket. Apparently they told him that it had ARP head studs, and the bottom was pretty much built. When we started working on it, I told him, you know what, just bring me over the engine and I'll take a look at it. We're only going to refresh it, do the front seals, like the cam seals, crank seals, rear main seal, stuff like that. But of course, just to seal the engine before we put it on his car. So he kept on buying parts. He bought the water pump. What else about oil pump, because we want to make sure that the build was reliable when we dropped the engine in the car, in the Supra. But as soon as I took the water pump out, I saw that in this area here, it had a little bit of a sometimes when we pour those seal and go, like the block sealers, or heater cores or radiator stop leads, stuff like that, this area was completely covered with it. So when I noticed that, I was like, something is kind of fishy here. I don't like the way this looks. So I'll call him up. I tell him, hey Marvin, this is the concern that I have. I'm seeing this inside of the water system, cooling system. So it means that it's a lot of reasons. It could be that the customer had the prior car had a bad radiator, bad heater core, or the engine has some problems. So instead of just going down the bad route, which is ignoring the situation, so we decided to open her up. And when we opened the engine up, unfortunately there was some bad news. So these are the pistons. We already took them out. We had these guys that, the engine overheated badly. There was a scarring on you can see here on the pistons. We have, I think it was number 5, which is this one. No, this is 5. This guy was completely locked up. You can see where the coolant, it was poured in there. So the head, it's also, the valve, everything is all, it was just dirty, and then a lot of corrosion inside of it with the coolant. Once everything started, mixing, and of course, all of the gunk in there. So we went down the EC route. I told him, let's just do it. Let's just do the whole build now that we have the engine out. So he went. He already have half those parts that he ever had purchased. Like he had the water pump. He bought a brand new water pump. The seals. We have all of that stuff here. So now we got some bicycle pistons, ARP head studs, because it didn't have studs. It only had bolts. Got a new timing kit, new oil pump, and then of course this little oil bypass. I think this is one of the best things that you got to replace, or something on the bottom here, because it has a banjo bolt or something like that. It's also it gives a lot of headaches. So, but yeah, it's kind of funny because my guy was asking him, hey, how much do you want for the engine? The engine was completely built. I guess he was asking for like $1,300. They brought it all the way down to like $600 or $700. I don't know. I don't really know. But now we found out that was the main issue on the engine. They pushed the engine, or something happened. It just overheated, and so that was the problem right now. So this is what we have. Next is gonna be this build. Just pretty much what we're doing is just refreshing the engine. We're gonna drop the new set of pistons. We're gonna make sure we're gonna check the clearances. Of course, we're gonna gap and balance the pistons as at one. So make sure that the bottom end is all nice and balanced, so we don't have any problem. We have already the seal kits. We already have everything. So all of the seals, we also have them here. So the only thing we gotta do just now is start working with the pistons. Start balancing, then clean out the bores. I'm gonna take the head out, clean the bores out, hone it, measure it, make sure that everything is all fine, none of it is uneven, and then just start reassembling everything. So nothing, guys. I want to thank you guys for just watching the videos. If you like what we do, just hit the subscribe button, follow. I do a lot of small clips and videos on my YouTube, on my Instagram and my Facebook. I do a lot of stories, and I also post a lot of pictures and what are we doing every day. So we have a lot of stuff here going on. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And nothing, just subscribe to the channel. Counting you guys. Thank you.